Hey there everyone, it's Canva Man and welcome to All in Canva. This video is going to take you through how to build a social media presence from scratch in 2021. Now, I'm so sure that there's going to be so many videos that are already out there telling you how to do this and how to do that. But the difference with this is I'm not just going to say how you do things, we're going to walk through it together. The whole premise of how this is built is based on being a practitioner. And so my whole philosophy when it comes to social media, when it comes to graphics, when it comes to videos is not just tell and not even just show, but walk on the journey together. This has to be something that you want to do. If you have a business, if you have a charity, if you're a teacher, if you're just an enthusiast about photography, about animals, about people, whatever you want to do, this is going to show you how to build those social media presence from scratch. So this is going to take you through how to build your graphics design, how to post them on the different social media platforms. We're going to go through all of the key ones that I use. There is one social media platform which I'm going to give you a full disclaimer, I don't know much about, but we'll come across that in a moment. But all the ones that I do know about, we're going to walk through those. I created 5 social media channels 2 months ago and just kind of tinkered around with them and said to myself, in 2021, I'm going to build this up from scratch, taking the different social media channels from 0 followers, posting to them and growing the community day by day. Okay, so what we'll be discussing is social media, graphics design, and building a community. I want to know, do you have any social media accounts? Do you have a business, a charity, an idea, anything that comes to mind? Are you a practitioner? You can just watch the video just for learning's sake. That is not a problem. Where I call myself a lifelong learner. So just for the sake of learning, that's a brilliant thing. If you do want to build some type of social media presence, it will help you learn it even faster. Having a social media account, you don't need to have one about your personal life, but you can just create something about a hobby or something you love. It's going to be a good way for you to engage with that thing you love, but also to learn at the same time. And if you're outside of the whole social media sphere of things, this is a good time to get in. And so we're going to walk through this. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next slide. And then after this, we're gonna just jump into the tool. And once we jump into the tool, I'll just give you an overview of how that tool works. Before we begin, I want to ask you 2 questions. What do you want to do and why do you want to do it? The reason why this is so important, because knowing the what and the why is gonna help you stay on track when you start to build your social media following. There's going to be times when you're going to need to pull on the creative juices to move forward. Thinking of your core purpose will help sustain and focus, give you the focus you need to keep making content. That time where you're going to hit a brick wall and you're going to say to yourself, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to create. What helps me all the time is going back to, why is it that I want to do this? And what is it that I want to do? And that will refocus you, and the creativity will come. A food for thought. Time is more valuable than money, so let's spend it creating things we love. That is the mantra for 2021 when it comes to being a content creator. Time is more valuable than money. And what we want to do, there's so much things that are being created that is bringing fear, and people are worrying. Let's be the ones that create some love. Okay, so if you have any questions that I don't get covered in this first video for this year, you can leave a message in the comments below and I'll try and answer them at some point, or you can email me. These are the 4 media channels that we want to build up. So YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and I did mention that there was one channel that I don't know much about, but we're still going to look into it, and that is Facebook. And so you can go, as we start to build together, you can go to any one of these platforms and just type in @AllInCanva, and you can see the progress as we start to build things going forward. Okay, so the idea is that we build and grow together. Okay. And so if you have an idea of what YouTube channel you want to do, or Instagram or Twitter or Pinterest, then just jump in. You can connect with me at any of the platforms I mentioned. Literally, it's just all in Canva on all of them. So that is for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So the app that we're going to use to create all of the artwork and all of the media for our social media channels is called Canva. The website is canva.com. They have a free account, which I advise you start off with. And then they have a pro account, which unlocks much more features. That's the version that I'm on, but you can always go on to the pro account later. I'm going to take you through a quick overview of how Canva works so we can begin to use it over the course of the year to create all of the content that we need. But for now, what I'm going to do is walk you through all of the social media channels which I've created over the last 2 months. And then what we'll do as a community is build on these channels. You can build on yours, or you can contribute to what you see here. And we're going to build every day of the year until we get to the end of the year. And then we're going to look back and we're going to see for ourselves what the metrics are, how far we've come, how much people we've reached, and so on. The first one I want to look at is my YouTube channel. So I created a YouTube channel over the last 2 months, and you can see the channel art there, create content easily for all your social media channels. This was created in Canva. You can also see it's got my logo there as well, all in Canva. And so that's the YouTube channel. And so we'll be building that too over the course of the year. The next platform is Instagram. As you can see, I've created a few posts here already. I just wanted to test out Canva and see how quickly I can create a post. So this was done over Black History Month, creating a few different posts for foods that they eat around the world. You can see that it's on 0 followers at the moment, and it's going to grow as I post more throughout the year. And so we can see the metrics as we kind of go on. Anything I create in Canva on these videos, they will be posted live to these sites. And my least favorite, but still very, very relevant, is Facebook. So I've created channel art for Facebook. I've also posted the same artwork that you saw on my Instagram channel on Facebook also. And we're going to see this grow over the year as well. If anybody knows anything about Facebook that can help me out, please put something in the comments below and I will use that going forward. The next account is Twitter. So I've created some channel art here with the logo. And one thing which is good about Canva, it can create Twitter posts very easily. I've done this for other channels that I have, of other Twitter channels that I have. And so I'm really confident about the growth of this channel. And as you can see, everything here is starting at 0. So you're going to see the ups, the downs, the slow progress, or the super fast speed in real time. And lastly here we have Pinterest, which we're going to post a lot of stuff to as well. So going back to the main app, which is Canva, this is where all of the different designs will be created. So in the main tool itself, Canva, if you click on the search on the right hand side like I have, you can see it's got Facebook posts, Instagram stories, Instagram posts, Facebook covers, flyers. There is nothing that this app can't do. I would say nearly nothing, because there are some elements of video that it's not too strong in, but it still does have a video element to it. And for the price point, even the free version gives you so much. If I click here on templates, you can see it's got an area for social media. So again, it's got your Instagram stories, posts, your Facebook posts, the cover art, everything you need. It's also got a personal section if you want to create invitation, cards, resumes, and it's got business and marketing. And even if you was an educator, it has things like lesson plans, worksheets, certificates, storyboards, even class schedules. There's so much things that this app can do. it blows my mind. And this is why I just said to myself, this is the app that I want to showcase, because really it's just about creating content. And so the app shouldn't really get in the way. It should just allow you to do that easily. And I think for me, Canva does that. You can see the feature section has much more on it as well. So it goes integrates with other apps like Google Giphy, which is all of your your animated GIFs or your memes and stuff. It's got icons, and there's so many different add-ons there. As we go along the journey, although I'm giving you an overview now, we will break down each section into bite-sized pieces and learn them step by step as we go along. To give you an idea of the magnitude, there are tabs down here: marketing, brand design, creative. It's giving you all of these areas so you can actually choose the subject that you want to work in, and it will take you to that template. If we look at the top right hand side of the screen, it's got a button that says create a design, and that will give you a list of all of the different types of design that you can create, from video to presentations. So the presentation you saw earlier was created in here using that very button on the right hand side. It's got Facebook posts. It also creates stuff to your WhatsApp status and your WhatsApp story. So it creates it to the exact dimensions that are needed. But again, we will walk through all of these step by step as we walk along this journey throughout this year. If you're really eager and really desperate and you want to create something right now, let me just take you into one of these options. So Instagram story. So I've clicked on Instagram story, and you can see the dimensions of the page. It's giving you the exact dimensions for an Instagram story. And on the right hand side, it shows you all the templates that you can use to create an Instagram story. So it's literally click on the one that you want, and that graphic will appear on the right hand side. That's literally how it works. And so what we're going to do is we're going to choose one, and we're just going to create a quick page, and we're going to post that up onto our Instagram page. So you can actually go to our Instagram page after you've watched this video, and you can see that graphic there. So that's the idea. We will create and post frequently, all the time, and answer any questions as we go along. So because it's the new year, let's just type in new year and see what pops up. And so as I scroll down, we're just going to look for something which is relevant for new year. So maybe something that has 2021 in it. And once we find something that we want, here's one. Let's click on this, and then we'll see it appear on the right hand side. As you can see, it says New Year 2021, my resolutions are. So that looks great. I like the color of that. I like the way it flows. So what we can do is on the left hand side, you can see it's got all of these other icons that can be used to bolster up your creation. And again, we will go through these in each step. So you've got the upload, you've got a gallery which has photos from a database that they have, and there's things like elements, which are little graphics or little pieces of artwork that you can add to your presentation. So we can see there's a little rocket going on there. If I click on that rocket, it's going to kind of appear in the main part of the page. Can you see it's really kind of really excited rocket. We're going to delete that, but you get the idea. You can add anything just by a single click, so the possibilities are endless. What we're going to do is click on the T for text, and we're going to add some extra text to this page. And what we're going to do is just build a really basic post. We've clicked add a heading, and now I'm just going to enlarge that by dragging the corners. In terms of how to do this in different ways, we'll go through that when we go through the step by step. But today is an overview of the possibilities and how easy it can be to create something. So I've just literally clicked in the text that is there, and I've just typed something over it. Build social media channels. But don't really like the color of that, so I've just clicked on this A at the top, and now I can just change the color. It's taken all of the colors from the graphics and created a kind of brand colors from it. And so I can just select any one of those colors, and I know it's going to be in uniform with the graphics that are on the page because it was taken from the graphics. I'll click add heading again, and again I'll enlarge this. There are loads of different ways to do this, but remember, now is the overview, so don't worry too much about the steps. But if you are really eager and you can't wait for those videos, then just kind of pause, rewind, and just have a look at what we're doing here. So create a great community of content creators. So yeah, that's what we want to do. Create a great community of content creators. Let's put enter in there, make another page. And I also want to make sure it's in the right place and change the color of that also. What I think I'll do is add some more text on here. So this time I want to add something a bit more fancy. So let me try this. Doesn't really work, kind of clashes with the white background. Let's try this one. Again, yeah, the white on white doesn't work. So I think I'll try Be Brave. That looks much better. At least it's much more clear anyway. So next I'm going to reposition, double click and type over. So be happy. And there's our Instagram story created. On the left hand side, there are other options. You can change the color scheme of the text. You can add music. You can add backgrounds and images. Today we're going to keep it very simple and very kind of minimalist. And there is our graphic. I'm going to post this onto my Instagram page at All in Canva, so you can go along and have a look at it there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to be a part of the community, subscribe. If you just enjoy the video, just enjoy it. And if you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs down. But more importantly is go to Canva, create an account, a free account, and start creating content today. If you use another tool, that's fine. But the key thing is in 2021, let's just create content. Let's not think about it too much. You create, you post, and then you revise it. And then you create and you post again. And so hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm Canva Man. This is All in Canva, and I'll see you in the next one.